Hello everyone, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I know it's been a long time since my last update, so if you don't remember me, my name is Karin. I got a side project going on that is taking up a lot of time, but don't worry, I will make a video about it once it's done. I think you guys are gonna like it. But today we will improve our game world a little bit, and a few more houses here and there, and also make our outside world look a lot better. So let's go! Just a quick reminder, all of the code I cover in my videos can be found on GitHub. Each episode will have its own branch. There's also a Discord server for this channel. Come in and say hello. If you wish to go the extra mile to support my work, you can do that on my Buy Me a Coffee page or becoming a member here on YouTube. Links can be found in the description below. Like we always do, let's just start it up and see where we're at. And last episode we were working on behavior, making them just a little bit smarter. So they should be able to detect the player when they get close and attack in the direction the player is for. Yeah, that was our last episode. But today this world is looking shit. So we're not gonna make it bigger or anything, but we are going to make it look better. So why don't we just do that right away? And lucky for you, I already have made the world and changed all these values, so we don't have to do it here. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it over here. And a few values here and there changed, or a lot of values actually. Let's run this and see what changed. And of course we're only changing the tiles right now. The house and the objects are of course in the same position as before. But we got the path going on here and it's looking kinda nice. So let's keep this. We can move this oven here. The house we can move right there. Looks like a path, and we can have another house here. Another one here. So yeah, let's also move these two statues to like the entrance of this world. Let's pretend that we came down from here and now we have two statues, one on each side, and we're passing through. So that's something we can do, and that we also do in this map manager, but a little bit further down. Let's get rid of these commented out objects. And now we have two statues, the basket and the oven. So let's just copy from my little text file here and in here. We're keeping the same objects, but we're just moving them a little bit. 600, 400, 190, 70. And these objects should now be where we want them to be. A little basket can be there, sure, why not? Our two statues when we're getting in here. And yeah, that's all the objects. We only have 4. Of course we could add plenty more if you want. But for now, they are all we need for now. And the hitboxes still works just like before. And I'm bouncing against the house and the statues here, so that's why I can't pass here. But let's move this house over to this position right here. And let's do that in the same class as the objects. So our house is there. And it's going to be 1440 and 160. All of these values have been calculated beforehand to make the recording a lot more smoother. So the house have now a new position. Let's see if it looks alright. Well, I already know, but we can take a look anyways. That looks nicer. And just to demonstrate, we can still enter and they attack right away. And we can exit. Can enter and exit. Perfect. Now let's add one more house, one house at a time at least. So how do we do that? Let's start by taking a look at our buildings atlas. Currently using this one, building 1. Let's add building 2. So let's just mark this one up so we get a perfect fit to see. There we go. So it's in our, let's start in the code here. So let's just add another one, house 2. And the XY width and height is the position and the size on the actual atlas. So when I marked it, I got position 63 and 4. So 63 and 4. Actually, I think it's going to be 64 because I realized. Yeah, there we go. We are not going to take this black line from house number 1. There we go, 64 and 4, 62, 44. So 62, 44, correct? 62, 44, yeah. Now, doorway XY, roof and floor are all based on the position in the house sprite. So we can copy and then we can paste it, and I have it here. So now we have the actual sprite in a new image just to calculate. So let's first start with the doorway X and Y. Let's just mark 1 pixel here. Let's zoom in and mark a position or a pixel. Let's pick this one. 23, 36. 23, 36. And for the roof and the floor, let's just pick a line here somewhere. 10, 11. 11 looks good. So roof 11 and the floor somewhere 31. So 1131. I think it's gonna be a good value. 1131. And save. Yeah. Now we are not using the house yet, so let's just go over to our map manager, add our building to our outside map. So let's just copy this one actually. And instead of saying house 1, we say house 2. And the position, we're gonna use my little cheat sheet here to see where it is supposed to be to fit in well. 1540 and 880. Let's just see if it works, and then we can worry about the doorways. So let's start this one up and let's see if we have it. Oh, he's passing out. That's a bug we need to deal with at some point, but not now. But yeah, as you can see, we have a house here, and that roof line or floor line is not going well. Roof seems to be working. How is it over here? That looks good. But here we're getting far too deep into the house or up the wall. This makes no sense. Alright, there's clearly some bugs. So let's try and fix that before we move forward. The first I see here when it comes to roof and floor is that we pass in like we're supposed to, and then we store it. But these values that comes in are not scaled. We are scaling it here, but the hitbox height will be properly scaled, the size, but the get hitbox roof is not scaled. So that is looking wrong. So what we can do is to remove that one, scale these two, remove these parentheses, and it's almost complete, because we're still like these two now. This hitbox roof and hitbox floor is scaled, but these two are not, and we don't need to scale it again. We already scaled it once, so all we have to do really is just to say this.hitbox floor and then this.hitbox roof, and it's going to look better. But why did it work on house 1? The width, the height, that seems like it's corresponding well. Roof 20, 52. 52 is higher than the entire height of the of the sprite. So let's put that to 31 also. Or actually, let's keep it and see. Let's see the difference. We got 2 skeletons spazzing out here. Oh, you can stay there. Let's see, this one wasn't working properly. Ooh, that looks good. Just about. That looks better. I think that's great. I think that's even better. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see this one. Yeah, that is behind. Ooh, that's deep. Yeah, we're gonna raise the roof and obviously lower. I can't move up here. I can't get in. Oh, I could. Okay, that's another issue, I guess. There's a few bugs that pops up when you try to add more things. So let's first change this and the roof. So the floor and the roof. Since 11 is there, let's go 12 because it was a little bit higher. So the height was 44, the height is 48 there. Let's go 31. We could calculate it, but just testing it like this first. And it should probably work. Let's just go up here. And that is better, but still not great. That is better. 31 is too low, so let's go 35. Last check here. Oh, one more, 36. Remember, because it's scaling, so this is actually one increase. One increase here is actually 6 pixels. Going up here. Oops. Okay, we need to fix that next. Yeah, that looks better. Of course, we could maybe lower it a little bit, but we got the idea here. So let's see. Next bug. And I'm inside. It is probably hiding somewhere in, let's say, map manager. Connect to doorways. Connect doorway. No. Where do we create the doorway? Create point for doorway. Oh, so this is... We're using this for the inside, but it's not the inside that was the problem, it was the outside. Because this is just... Yeah, so it's up here somewhere. Building type, doorway point. But we are drawing everything based on the... I think that was a fix a while back. So if we go map manager, I'm thinking out loud here. Draw, change map, draw object, draw building. Building type, building position, minus the roof. So we move up a little bit because the hitbox is not in the top left corner. This is based on the hitbox, but we want to draw where if we say 0, 0, we want the top left corner of the building to be at 0, 0. So that's why we do it like so. And yeah, so we probably need to do point and then just go minus building dot get building type dot get hitbox roof. Minus, moving it up a little bit, whatever roof is. So let's try this then. Alright. Still works good. Let's see if we can get a good Slowly, slowly, slowly. And, oh, maybe it's too high. I can go out. I can go in. That looks a little high. So maybe we just move the point down a little bit. Let's see, what did we have for our buildings? Doorway X and Y, 38. So let's add 42, or set 42 rather. I think that's gonna be a little bit better. And okay. Okay, that looks better. Let's see, I spawned there, alright. Yeah, that's good. I think we should go with that. And the reason why they get stuck like that is because when we spawn our skeletons, they are just a random position on the map. So in case they are hitting a hitbox like this, they can't move anywhere, so they're just spazzing out. I don't think we're gonna have a random spawn location for our skeletons in the game later on, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. No point in changing it if we already know we're gonna change it later. But yeah, let's ignore the skeleton and let's work on getting this little house working so we can enter it. That would be cool. It's probably worth starting where we have our other house and maps and whatever. So the way this works is that we have a house, doesn't really matter that either. It's this one that matters. So here we have one map, that's the inside for the house. This is the one that we spawn in. And we create a game map, we give it a few values, enemies, objects, buildings, etc. But we're going to do something similar to the inside map, where we just have a array specified that's inside. No buildings, no objects, and for the sake of argument, we're gonna have no enemies either. We just wanna see if we can enter this one and go back to the outside, so it's a smooth transition back and forth. So first we're gonna need an array, and let's just copy this array. And instead of saying inside array, inside flat house array. And yeah. I just realized something. Okay, never mind. We do need... It is nicer if you just change the values here, so we don't have two identical houses. So back to my little cheat sheet here. And inside, there we go. Actually, copy this one. Inside flat house array, and that's some other values. Alright, now we just need a map. But why are we storing them up here? That makes absolutely no sense. We're not using them anywhere else, right? Now we're gonna get errors if we do. Well, we're using them in here. Alright. Oops. Let's just go game map inside map. And game map outside map. What we need now is to, let's just copy this one, because this is the one that's going to be most familiar with the one. So instead of inside map, we can say inside flat roof house map. Yeah, that's good. And inside array, no, we're going to use this array. Tiles inside, skeletons. We're just gonna give it null. And I think it's gonna crash, we'll see. But we're not using this one yet. So let's connect the outside. Let's do it like the outside and that house. So the connect two doorways, the outside map at this building, or this building's outside, with inside flat roof house map, and this is the doorway in this array, and we're gonna keep it simple, so they're gonna be, as you can see, 394, 394, that's the exit. And that's what we're specifying here, the doorway inside that array. Save it. And I think that's it. Fingers crossed. Could be a crash, but we'll deal with that too. And here we started it. Let's go and check. Let's just run a little bit like that and then right in. And a crash. Why is that? And we got a lot of text here. Really? You don't want to jump down? Alright, there we go. Null pointer exception. Isn't that fun? Array list playing what? Just clicked. Playing map manager command has skeleton. Oh. Okay, there we go. The crash is happening because we're trying to iterate through an array of skeletons, but we didn't give any skeletons to this map. So that's where the crash came from. So all we have to do is to say, or check, if map manager map get skeleton is not equal to null. If it is equal to null, then we skip all of this and just sort array. I think that is all we need. Let's try it again. Could be more errors, you never know, but hopefully not. Ooh, I could enter. I'm sorry, what? Did you crash when I attacked? Oh my god. Another one. Null pointer exception. Check player attack, skeletons. Do I never check for null? Well, let's do it now. If manager is not equal to null. Accept check, true. Yep. Are you happy now? Try this again. Enter. Beautiful, I can run around. I should be able to hit, yes. Because yes, that works. Now we'll try to attack. And it didn't crash. Can I exit? Hopefully. Let's go straight. Ooh. Oh. Oh. And just to demonstrate that the old one also works. Yep. And we got to 1.5 stupid skeletons in there. Fair enough. And back in here. Wonderful. Looking good. You know what? Let's add another house. And if we take a look at our building atlas here, we could go with this one, but that's so similar. This one looks nice. So that would be house 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's go with this one. And like before, I'm going to demonstrate again how we do it here. So if you had hundreds of houses, you could do the same. It would be the same for each and every one. So first we're going to mark it so we get a perfect, like so. So it starts at 300, 0, 64 and 48. All right, I'm going to put it on the side here. Map manager, no, but buildings. I can minimize that, we don't need that. House 2, but this was house 6, so let's go with house 6 and we can add everyone later. 6. So we have 304, 0, the position where it starts, the sprite on the atlas. It's 64 pixels in width and 48 pixels in height. Now we got doorway X and Y. So I already knew this house was going to be picked. Anyways, here's the house, 64 by 48. And let's pick the position of the doorway. Go with something like that. I just want to see the height. And that's too far. There we go. 38 and 39, 38. Yeah. 39, 38. Yeah, that's a good one. 39, 38. All right. What about roof? So let's just go with a line like that. See how this looks. It looks like a 2-story, so we can have a little bit further down, or yeah, further down like this. Let's go with 18 and 35. 1835. Let's try that. 1835. Like so. And we're gonna add this house just like we did before. There we go. Let's copy this. House 1, house 2, house 6. And where is that gonna be placed? We want it to be at the other exit, so 575 was the position I had here, and 1000 exactly. Yes, let's just see if it pops up before we start messing with integer arrays. Alright, and there it is. Looks good. The height here is perfect. Could maybe lower it a little bit for the floor, but whatever. Behind, I can almost completely hide, because it's like a 2-story building or something. Yeah, I'm good with that. So let's get the doorway to work. And here we have our arrays. I'm gonna add another one inside green roof house array. Our array. And these values here are clearly different to these, so we're gonna have some different interior. And we are going to need another game map here, so actually let's copy the last one we did here, because we're not gonna need any skeletons in there either. Inside flat roof house map, inside, what do we call it? Green roof house map. Inside green roof house array. Yes, that looks good. And copy that. Connect 2 doorways outside map, building index number 2, because it's the next house. Inside green roof house map. Great doorway. Yes. Save it. And let's give it a try. Let's see. Can still bounce. Yes. Oh, you want a piece of me? There you go. And let's enter. Ooh. And we can attack without getting an error. Yes. Can't we leave? We could almost. We're stuck. I think we are entering or hitting the... We're spawning in the hitbox of the house. So we need to lower that one a little bit in buildings. We can stop it. Doorway X, doorway Y. Let's go 40. Let's go 40. That's 12 pixels down in game. So let's see here. Entering, perfect. How about exiting, which were the... yeah, let's see. Or if we get stuck at some point, we can just lower the doorway position. But, I mean, it's looking good. What about this one? Yeah, can still enter, can exit. And our first house. Ah, beautiful. And exit. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. It's looking a lot better now in this world compared to what it was when we first started today. So yeah, good progress. Alright, that was all for today, folks. Not much coding, but a few bug fixes, and of course we made the world a lot better. Placing objects and changing the tiles is much easier done with an editor, but that is something that we will skip in this tutorial. It would simply take far too long to make an editor for this tutorial. There is images with IDs for all the tiles if you wish to build your own maps. So you can find them on GitHub, for example. Until the next time, take care now and have a wonderful day. Bye.